Hey everyone, Mango7Roll here. How we doing today? Welcome to another episode of Epic 7, and I guess I can say, what did we expect? We complained a lot, not me personally, I did my own video, but everywhere else was on fire, and they have now removed 70 gear from Hunt 13 now. So let's take a look at these changes and try to kind of understand what they mean for the long term, and feel at what the drops might be like to see how it feels now with the 70s gone. So we're gonna read through all of this here. So for the summary of the changes here, we have actually, let me show you something first. This is unrelated, but something that is super exciting. My Cuddly Octopus order came in, and I can't wait to show you all the Dakis. We got this one here. This is a Corrin. I think you know the Corrin for any Fire Emblem fans there. I'm not going to show the rest of it because I can't on stream yet, but I can't wait to show them all to you. They will be in Discord soon, and I'll have a link to their store as well there soon, and I'll do a whole unboxing style thing on them as well. Anyway, onto the video. I was just so excited about those. I have way more. So excited to open them up. Anyways, drop rate will decrease in 11 and 12, and removal of level 70 equipment in 13. So now that the crafting materials in wave 1 are a guaranteed drop, the drop quality is maintained, or quantity rather, and for reforging materials, they're rewarded in the second wave, and the average drop quantity to be acquired will be maintained. So I'm not sure how this affects the actual drop rates. Like, I don't think we knew the actual drop rates, but I thought that the first wave could drop the reforged materials before, and if the quantity is maintained, but not, like, the quantity of drops, but not the quantity of how many times it drops is maintained, it depends on how they word this here. This might end up being less reforged materials than before. We really don't know until we see, I think. So again, reduction and removal here, and hopefully they go more into the reforged materials, because that's something I really want to dive into and understand. With the implementation, equipment and reforging in this update, the main reward for the hunts and stages was intended to be reforging materials, which could be obtained consistently. That in mind, first waves in Hunt 11 and above had a chance of dropping either crafting materials or reforged materials. However, our heirs have expressed concerns that it was too difficult to consistently obtain crafting materials. So, interesting. So, the quantity of crafting materials dropped was increased by up to 100% compared to before the update. Changes made so that players can craft equipment in a similar manner as before, but in order to reflect the valuable opinions of our heirs, lol, we are planning to adjust it so that players are now guaranteed to obtain equipment crafting materials in the first wave. The increase in the drop quantity of crafting materials, we look forward to our heirs being able to get the equipment that they want. I mean, we need the gold to get the equipment we want with the craft materials. I feel like if you want us to get the equipment we want, you should just make the equipment, I don't know, drop? Maybe? A good idea? I don't know. Maybe I'm out there with like a hunt actually dropping gear, but I don't know. Equipment reforging materials will have the possibility to be obtained from the second wave rather than the first wave. The probability of obtaining equipment reforging materials will increase according to the difficulty. The expected number to be acquired after multiple hunts will remain similar. The changes announced above are scheduled to be applied on the 30th. Okay, so this is obviously, like, this has to be a good thing, right? Like, there's no way removing the 70 gear and replacing it with something else, assuming they're right with everything else being maintained, and possibly Hiccup be the bad thing, you know? Like, it's gotta be a good thing, but I'm always so skeptical with Smilegate's wordings, because you never know how it actually ends up. So I'm pretty happy with 70s being gone. Obviously, reforged materials are something that are going to take a long time to get, and I feel like it's going to be one of those things that we just have a never-ending, literal never-ending, like, a grind, right? Because I feel like you're going to get more 85 gear that you want to bring to 90 than you're going to get reforged materials to bring them up to 90. And I think that's their plan, and I think that's okay. I think a lot of people want all their gear up to 90 right away and aren't really happy with how low they're dropping. But I kind of, not that I like it, but I understand how they're doing it, because we shouldn't just automatically have every piece of gear up to 90. Does that make sense, what I'm trying to say here? I know I'm talking in circles, but hopefully that makes a little sense. So I am pretty happy with these changes, and it does make me want to actually make some units now for Wyvern 13, because currently my units don't really do too well in it. I don't have somebody I really want to use like Sigrid, so I'm gonna have to build somebody else. I was thinking of Misty Chain because she is just adorable, doesn't take Willagoras most importantly, and those thighs, so maybe that's something I'll do. So this is obviously a very, very quick change, and it kind of baffles me, the things they do, the things Smilegate does, you know, like, was this really, are they really surprised that we got up in arms over level 70 gear? Like, are they really surprised at that? I don't know. I don't understand how and why they do things the way they do, but it's the way they do it. So I guess for the future now, what we can expect for their updates is update comes out, everything is wrong, we complain, they fix it. They're the good guys. So that's what it feels like their process is right now, you know? Anyways, I'm not sure what else to say about this, other than it is positive, I think. As a side note, after the patch yesterday, we had somebody leave the guild that was in the guild since day one. Not leave the guild, but leave the game because of the changes. So the changes, the negative changes like this, when they do hit like this after we expect something good, it does negatively affect the player base, especially a lot of times the people in the higher end, the spenders and stuff like that too, because they're just fed up. So that is unfortunate. It really sucks to lose somebody that's been with us forever. They're still going to be with us in other games, but still it just kind of sucks that we like that happened instead of this to begin with, you know? So anyways, that's going to be it for now. We're going to farm some hunts once this comes out on the 30th, by the way. So we've got 13 days of the hunts the way they are now before we get this changed on the 30th. And hopefully by that time, I'll have some better teams made up. I'll be able to showcase some things. I did see some people balling out of control with Enot and Misty Chain and some other great units. So don't feel discouraged if you're having trouble with Wyvern 13 right now or any other Dungeon 13s. You'll be able to get there, and hopefully we can get there together. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe as always, and I'll talk to y'all later. Bye, everybody!